Thank you very much, Honorable Chair of the House. Look, we're not going to degenerate like it has been the case, particularly from this side. We're just going to use this opportunity to give a proper interpretation of the capitalist crisis that is defining South Africa today. Number one, South Africa is the richest country in the world in terms of mineral resources, both precious and industrial metals and minerals. And despite that fact, South Africa experiences the highest levels of poverty at 44% as per your own statistics. Two, we're the most unequal society in the world. Brazil was for many years until they introduced the minimum wage, which was introduced at 72% above inflation, and implemented a program, Honorable Dlamini, called Bolsa Familia. And then that is when they became not to be the most unequal society in the world. Number three, we've got the most devastating levels of unemployment. That is a reality. 7 million people who are looking for jobs cannot find them. And it's people who are capable of working can contribute to the expansion of South African society. This happens against the fact that we've got mineral resources beneath our soil, the richest country in the whole world out of the mineral resources. Why are we there? Why are we in such a situation? It's because the liberation movement was pursuing a principle that said, seek ye first political power and the rest shall follow. That is what happened. And they come 20 years later to realize that we have been in pursuit of a wrong program and say that we're in pursuit of a second phase now. And not saying we're in pursuit of a radical economic transformation, which does not have a consistent interpretation. Honorable Hadebe says that it's about the creation of the black bourgeoisie, the comprador bourgeoisie. And he proudly says that here. We know that there's no such thing as patriotic black bourgeoisie. We know what happened in Lonmin and Marikana. They are here. And what they did in Marikana. Honorable Davis speaks about the creation of black industrialists and say we must create jobs within a capitalist world economy that is not allowing of new industrial countries to develop. There is never a country that is successfully industrialized in the whole world without state leadership and protection of its own industries, deliberately. That is the reality. If I thought the Department of Trade and Industry, maybe Mzandile will help, Honorable Mzandile will help. I thought that your proximity to what is called heterodox economics is going to enlighten you in terms of how you position your industrial policy, but you're not doing so. You are still wanting to implement an industrial policy within a capitalist framework. It is not going to be successful. That is a reality. One, you're not in control of the industrial inputs. We are complaining here as the minister that you do not have access to the platinum that you need to make the cell energies and all these other things that you spoke about, the catalytic converters. You do not have ownership of the basic mineral resources. What is difficult about the state owning the mineral resources in order to beneficiate and industrialize them and create many job opportunities? What is difficult about that?
Honorable members in the gallery, you are not supposed to be clapping.
You have the political power. You have the political power. Why can't you use political power to transform society for the better? Because that is the only thing that we are going to be able to take us forward. But also, why do people come here and speak about radical economic transformation and quote a dictionary? I mean, really, a dictionary. A person who's in the Central Committee of the Communist Party, why don't you make reference to the Communist Manifesto? Why don't you make reference to the Freedom Charter, which says that the mineral wealth beneath the soil, the monopoly industries and banks shall be transferred to the ownership of the people as a whole? You come here and say radical, and you rely on the dictionary to define what radical is for you. And you want to call yourself a revolutionary. And we must take you serious. I mean, that it's one of the things that we must be dealing with. Let us not lose the class perspective and ideological analysis when we deal with issues of development. Because once you lose proper revolutionary theory and tools of analysis, any revolution is going to fail. It's a basic dictum which the liberation movement is supposed to be aware of. And that is what, now, the EFF is going to be government of South Africa. That is a reality. And when we are government of South Africa, Honorable Chief Whip, we're not going to shift this side. We're not going to fight over seats. We're going to remain on the left this side. And the ones of the DA are going to join the ANC because they speak the same things. They're going to migrate to the other side and advocate the same capitalist national development plan. Because the national development plan is like gear, it's like as Gisa it says, let us grow the economy and the rest shall follow afterwards. It has never happened anyway. You will know, Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, that the last time South African economy grew was because of the increase on the global commodity prices. And that did not create even one single job additionally.
Honorable
So you can
Member,
achieve your 5% growth, but you won't go
Honorable
anywhere
Member,
if you do not expand industry in a clearly
Honorable
defined
Member,
way.
your time has expired.
Thank you very much. We'll educate each other more when we get time. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Ollis.
Thank you to the EFF for your applause. I appreciate it enormously.
Order. Order. That member in their own NCOP benches. This is the House indeed. Honorable Ollis, please.
Thank you, Honourable Chairperson. The Honourable President did the right thing by setting us on a target of 5% economic growth. The DA would, of course...
Please withdraw that, ma'am. Please withdraw that. You don't use that language here.
Well, we defeated you, brother, in Gauteng and in my country.
No, honourable member, please withdraw. It's
I
just
withdraw,
thank you very
Chairperson.
much. It's decent language you spoke.
The truth is that 20 years into our freedom and democracy, South Africa is now a better place to live in, and we indeed have a good story to tell. Honourable Chairperson, as the ANC, we are proud of our past. This includes our history and heritage of struggle for liberation, as well as our record of delivery since 1994. Equally, we approach the future with confidence that our plans and policies will match the demands placed on us by the challenges we face and deliver an even better life for our people. It is for this reason that we will continue to say the ANC lives and the ANC leads. Honourable Chair, as the ANC, we are proud that in the last 20 years we have made significant progress in transforming an undemocratic, unrepresentative, fragmented public service, serving largely a minority, into a unitary, non-racial, non-sexist public service, answerable and representative of all South Africans. Compatriots, we are all called on to imagine a different future in 2030, away from our past that was both ugly and repulsive, and the present that threatens to mortgage the future of our children and country. The future envisaged by the National Development Plan and our Constitution is full of promise, hope, and unbridled possibilities. All citizens of this country must play an important role in ensuring that together we succeed in moving South Africa forward. This clarion call to move this country forward cannot be achieved without the participation of our people. We must know that public administration is the infrastructure of the state, and that public servants are the people who deliver the services that the state provides. According to the Constitution, public administration must be governed by democratic values and principles that include the promotion and maintenance of high standard of professional ethics, the promotion of an efficient, economic, and effective use of resources, must be promoted, and a public administration that is development-oriented and acceptable amongst other principles.